first down. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At their own 18. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney the target there. And they want 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
One of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Fields. Dancing to his... And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Fields on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here we go.
This is 2nd and 8. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Fields now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Johnson. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Hey, 73.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Eagles at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Swift going to try up the middle. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. This 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, running and catching, and he gets it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, #7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again is Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
No, touch that.
But first down, Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goddard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Rosas' kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now it's Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now Fields.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bears.
On first down, Fields.
Looking middle, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On third down, Johnson. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
They snap it to Fields.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And able to get this to the 31.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Fields.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go Silver, ready? 63.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Johnson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
They go play action with Hurts.
Buying time to his left. All wide open, complete. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
It's caught. Smith. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 17 yards out.
And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
To throw is Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Sidney Brown with it. Now inside the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, that team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11. Right.
Fields now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Flushed out right. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. No gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. Again, it's Johnson. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just...
Got to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. Back to throw. Fields. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
They'll run it with Johnson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles, a lot of happy fans.